I'd like to introduce you to a simple but powerful idea that can change the way you see and respond to things that happen in your work life, at home, and in your relationships. So watch this. What's causing the pen to fall? Most of you are probably saying gravity, and that's correct. But what else is causing the pen to fall? I'm letting go of it. So here we have two possible explanations for the same event, both of which are true. But if you want the pen not to fall, which of those two explanations is going to be the most useful? Of course, it's the one that points to something that you can do to change the situation. Because there's not much any of us can do about gravity other than jumping on a rocket to the moon. So if I want the pen not to fall, the most useful explanation is that the pen is falling because I'm letting go of it. That explanation points to a very clear action that I can take, which is hold tighter onto the pen. Let's have a look at another example. What's the most common excuse for being late for a face-to-face meeting at 9 a.m? Traffic, right? Because it's true, in the morning rush hour there is a lot of traffic. But what's another explanation that shows that I have more control of the situation? Well, we could say that given there's always a lot of traffic in rush hour, I left late. I didn't allow enough time to take account of the traffic. So in both of those examples we have two equally true explanations, and each time we have a choice about how we choose to view the event. And the choice we make is what we call above the line or below the line thinking. When we choose a below the line interpretation of a situation, we see ourselves as victim of circumstance. Things happen to us that are outside of our control. There's too much traffic, the technology is slow, the meeting ran over. We tend to blame others or circumstances and avoid or deny that we have an active role that we can play in either causing or solving that issue. When we choose an above-the-line interpretation of a situation, we recognize that even though we can't control and choose what happens to us, we can always choose how we respond. Given that there is a lot of traffic at rush hour, I can choose what time I leave my house. Given that gravity will exert a pull on the pen, I can always choose to hold on and not let go. So when we choose to think and act above the line, we can change things. When we choose to think and act below the line, we're stuck. So let's be honest. When bad things happen to us, it's human nature for all of us to go below the line. We blame other people, we feel a bit sorry for ourselves. Why? Because it protects us. When we blame others, we become blameless. We are the victim and we stay safe and comfortable. But crucially, we can't solve problems from below the line. We're stuck. It's only an above the line explanation that leads us to be able to change a situation. Because when we're above the line, we recognize that we have the ability to respond, a response ability. So knowing that it's human and natural for us to go below the line when something bad happens, the skill we need to learn is to recognize when we're below the line, to stop and ask ourselves if this is useful, and then to get ourselves above the line so we can respond more constructively and take action. If you want to keep yourself above the line so you can take action and solve problems, the single most useful question you can ask yourself is, given the situation, how can I choose to respond?